constant scrutiny and exposure, a high-quality bodyguard is imperative. We met up with Justin.
And I've been working for Justin Bieber for 3.5 years now.
First time I needed security, I used this guy named Kenny, who was actually not really a real security guard. He was actually just a boy of mine who was like large. And we figured he could scare people off just because the way he looked. But after a while, I really needed legitimate security.
I think we started to realize we needed security when the kids rioted the streets.
Being at the place where the crowds were starting to get bigger, getting to the place where I felt like my safety was at risk. So, you know, it was about time that we started looking for people that were on that next level of protection.
I think Mikey making sacrifices every single day.
And Mikey is, he's a leader. And being a security guard, you need to be a leader. You need to take control of situations and understand how to communicate. And he's just the best at it.
I think what we
May happen.
It's hard really to get used to it. It's constantly changing. Life is constantly changing. Surroundings are constantly changing. And having people that are consistent around all the time, which being my security, it just creates such a safe place for me. And it's needed. It's needed in this world. It's needed for the world that I'm in.
You never you can lose them in the crowd.
I'd say the hardest part is just space. And so having security, it creates space for me. It creates boundaries. It creates just a safe place for me.
But as the agent conversation, so give me more space for sure.
As the fans get older and more just knowing themselves more, they start understanding how to act, and they actually want to act a little bit more sane so that maybe they get my attention, because at this point, if you're screaming and super overwhelming, it's hard for me to kind of connect with you.
I get out of this.
Sometimes when there's large crowds and it's really uncontrollable, because over time people see other people freaking out and then they start freaking out, and then it becomes this whole thing where it just becomes uncontrollable.
Developed a special relationship.
And he's always been good. He's always been a friend. He's always been someone who I can count on, and that's important as well.
I think just because of the fact, you know, how I get to see him every day and respect what he goes through, and vice versa. He sees what I go through and has that respect towards me, and yeah, great relationship.
You know, after a while, you end up building relationships with the people that are around you every day. Even venue security, you know, you see them so much and you build a rapport with them.
I think that also could go with one of the hardest parts of the job, to be able to maintain the...
This again.
Your hand is sweaty.
No, you just put some disinfectant on it.
Real elevator?
Smells great.
How much? My mother, she's oldest woman in Kazakhstan. She's 42.
Get out the drums, get out the six, get out the crowd, then you get out the kid. Give me this and let me get out the hits. Hitting with the rhythm that I set out the hits. See, I explode when I get from the mic. Spit flow like a regurgitate, but I get up in your ish like an enemy to sit. On a kamikaze fight, headed straight up in your set. Pitch shifted, perfect beat, he gifted, so unique. He did this in his sleep, so when I wake, just imagine what I speak. With one flip of the coin, I choose rap or the blown. High school, nigga trying mama gone. So when I tried, and I did a whole lot to stay on point like a robot. Now everybody wanna track in a toe stop over and over. We roll out and roll up, we rollin' like soldiers and take the stage over. Can't stop, won't stop, you don't spot my spot, you don't slide my slide, act like you know it's I. Hold up, get up, get up. raw life, this gets no realer. In tune with the bass, these two bits in tune with your face. If you want your crew, get too out of place. We could do what we do like them dudes in LA. So cool, I might just move to LA. But so dumb, I might just move to the Bay. So yeah, I ain't gonna move to the Bay. So my team like a king. Ain't no worry, losing the way. Hit a nigga so hard, losing his place. He's getting his crew cruising away. How many fights can win, losing the day? Still